Well, I was told to cut the talk a little shorter because we're running out of time. It's not going to happen. It's okay. Yeah, go ahead. Sure you do. This is breaking the barrier between the borders and language barrier between in education. And this is breakdown of technology. The future of your travel. Yes, we still have coffee in future. was my talk. That was difficult for some. Any question? All right, so I would like to talk about the future. What is this transformation of technologies going to take us? But before I do that and take you on a time machine to future, I want to take you a few years back to where we were and how we get here. If we could get there. Yeah. Wait, was it doing? All right, so many of you don't remember this. This is back in 1970. We used key punch, card punch, and typing. I know, very difficult to communicate with computers. And then after that comes Macintosh, Steve Jobs with Mac, and now we have graphic user interface, and some of you may remember this, and now we're clicking with computer. And a few years later, Microsoft came in with 95, Windows 95, and Windows 95 basically took this transformation to the next level. Adoption went up, and now everybody started using the computer, and we moved the computers into our homes. 2007 comes, and all of a sudden now you have touch. Apple came up with their first version of touch, and then a few years later, Google, Android, everybody came in and added to that transformation, and now you're touching. You're communicating with computer. You don't need to know any language base, and then, wow, your adoption rate went up. Computers are now everywhere, and every one of you have this. So, what's next? We don't know. Could it be artificial intelligence? Could it be quantum computing? Could it be mixed reality? We don't know, but we believe wholeheartedly that it's going to be some sort of a wearable, AR, VR, or mixed reality. So why do we think so? Because we believe that mixed reality controls a lot of devices. It could be controlling autonomous car, it could be robots. It blurs the medium between reality and computer generated. And artificial intelligence and IoT and all the rest of these devices are going to play a major role in this. AI, we believe that it's going to be the great enabler. It's going to be the secret sauce and the main part of anatomy of these devices. And going forward, we are trying to find out where are we in this galaxy of technology. Where are we going, and why is it more in reality phase that we'll reach there soon. So let's just look at AR, VR, and mixed reality in a higher level. Gartner just came up with their 2017 ratings of the technologies, and they divided it into 3 sections of intelligence, and it says artificial intelligence is going to be the #1 in digital. Obviously, virtual reality is rated #1 enabler, and then in the mesh we have competitive. So now, what are these devices? This slide is a lot different than the slide that I prepared last week, or the week before, or the year before. Every day a plastic is going to be added. As a matter of fact, this one was added about a couple of days ago. It's the same as Google Cardboard, and Google Cardboard was a fantastic enabler. It brought a lot of augmented reality, virtual reality to people that didn't have it. And actually, I have my own version of augmented reality, virtual reality, that you can just clip to your phone, and you can just view everything in 3D with minimal expense. So, what is missing in this matrix? And it's Apple. And why do we think that Apple is important? It's because everybody has a phone, and Apple is one of the industries that it brings adoption. If Apple says this is the device, and half of it is not working, and you have to put your phone like this, you do it. And the industry has proven. So Apple is giving a lot of hints, and Apple never gives hint. And they started giving hint on, hey, AR/VR are really better than iPhone or similar to iPhone. And who would do that? Apple does not have AR/VR, and they're comparing it with their cash cow of iPhone. So there's a lot of things going on, and we're on a lot of test devices with Apple. We know that it's coming in the next few months. Could it be in this shape and form? We don't know, but it is coming. This is the landscape for virtual reality, and again, this has been changed on a daily basis. You can see the enterprise, the entertainment, the gaming, and who is playing in this arena. This is another way to look at it, and what we are seeing is the number of adoption from corporation to corporations are increasing on a daily basis. And I'll have some statistics that will show the market is moving really fast. In the virtual and augmented reality, as you can see, we had 2016, we had about 10 million devices. The projection is 2021 to be 100 million devices, and it has a compound annual growth of 58%. Very quickly, I just wanted to show you the variety and the spec and the price and the capability, functionality of these devices next to each other. And as you can see, whatever your desire and your price range is, there is a device in the market. So there is no shortage of plastic in the market, but you would not put it on your head, you would not use it as regularly. And I was just sitting here and I looked at all of you. At one point during these past few hours, you reached out and you touched and you start using your phone somehow. Now, my talk is going to prove that in a couple of years when we're sitting here, nobody is going to reach out, but they're going to use this. So, I'm not dissing VR, but AR is a different technology. AR is going to bring in a different value proposition to our computation model. And currently there are many devices, and the market, we don't have a crystal ball to say, okay, it's $90 million or $180 million, but we know it's high up there. We know its adoption rate is moving up. It's not going to move up till we have devices that are usable. This is usable. Those devices are a little cumbersome. I know a gentleman was having the HoloLens on his head, and I have been one of the architects of the quality of HoloLens. So I'm not putting anything down, but it is difficult to put HoloLens or any one of these devices on your head for more than 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Now, good news, this. This is something that Microsoft announced last week, and it's just a proof of a concept. It's just like it's not going to be far-fetched. It's something that you can just imagine that it's a thick frame. It has inside-out cameras, so it can do spatial recognition. It can just create the same environment that the HoloLens creates through the use of that, and everybody is using this. So this is a very powerful computer at your fingertip. Why not use it? And why should you transfer the weight to your head? So maybe this is the future. And if it comes, now we're talking. Now we can see the adoption rate. And while we're sitting here, instead of reaching out and do this, we can just look at that, and instead of going and everybody is talking, I can go to Nextio. I didn't say LinkedIn. We can go to Nextio and communicate with each other and make some money. So This is the global reach for the AR, and as you can see, there is many companies, many areas, many global companies are participating in this landscape. Very quickly, what is AR? What is VR? What is mixed reality? Well, augmented reality is I have a reality with you, and I augment it through another lens and another way of adding value to my current reality. Virtual reality is when I completely immerse you into a reality that doesn't exist. You want to go on a roller coaster, I put a headset on, and you're in a roller coaster in one of the Six Flags. Mixed reality is the combination of the two, and it blends the physical and the virtual world together. So, very quickly, I'll just talk about Microsoft HoloLens, not because we're in Microsoft campus and we have to do that, and not because I was working on it, no. It was just like because virtual reality and augmented reality devices have been around for many years, and Microsoft came in with the first device that is untethered, and it can do mixed reality with no connection to anybody. So you can just wear it, and it is, I know that it is stronger than any computer you have at home or in your office combined. So the capabilities of the device, and we don't care about who makes it. The capabilities of augmented reality is huge. It takes you away from your screen. It will just enable you to have an enhanced productivity with your design. And some of these that I'm showing is just reality. These are the things that we're actually designing. You can just have any graphic artist, and whatever they design over here, it can be interfaced with. This is another way is it would enable you to enhance your real world. So you're designing, you're an architect and you're designing a building, and now you can actually see the building and walk inside the building. And this is not far-fetched. This is actually, today is happening. There's a studio in downtown Seattle, Studio 216, that have been doing this for about 4 or 5 years that we've been working on HoloLens. And this is another rendering of a city that you can actually walk inside the streets and look at the buildings, the shape and the size and the occlusion of the buildings with respect to each other. This has been done recently. In AR, your physical 3D world and your imaginary world are mixed. There is no boundaries between what you have created and where you are. So you can actually look at the size and shape of your creation and decide if it is the right size or the right shape for your environment. So one of the good things about this is you don't need to type, you don't need to touch, you don't need to do anything. By doing this, it has 3 different features. It has gaze, so it's your eye is your mouse, and then it has gesture, so you can just click, or it will have other sort of a click. So it has gaze, gesture, and a voice. So it's hands-free. Now you are communicating with the computer. Now you are enabled to communicate with any device, or just like have freedom to walk and bring in the technology, bring in the information to yourself. So very quickly, I want to go through some applications, and then I'll go through the industry that is using it. How difficult is it when you are doing a Skype or you are doing this communication? Just instead of pointing and say, hey, look over here or over there, you just draw it on a screen. And imagine the enhanced communication in this. To create anything, anything that you you want to do, imagine that the toolbox that are available, you can just like create it and use a 3D printer and print it. In the world of design, imagine that you are designing a mouse or you're designing a controller, and now you don't know if the size is good, if it fits in your hand or no, and all of a sudden now you can have more confidence in the design and the way that you are interfacing with your devices. This is something that we did at the onset of the design of the HoloLens, and it was the interaction of human with another phase of the world. Like if you look at holoportation videos that we did, teleportation is transformation of molecules, but the holoportation is the terminology we use to just look at how we can interact with each other over Skype in real time. So now let's go quickly into the industries. And you may ask, what's in it for me? Why do I need to care about this, and why do we need to look at the growth of the ARVR? And with the enhancements of the home automation and all the IoT and the things that are coming in, you need to pay attention to the customer focus. You need to pay attention to the convenience, the content, the privacy, and what is it that it clicks the customer. So in the world of education, is it easier to teach math through a book, a 2D, or is it easier to go through this? And everybody talked about the enhancements in different industries. I'll very quickly go through some of them that are catching. One of them is Six Flags. Right now, if you go to a Six Flags around the world, around the US, they give you a headset to enhance the experience that you have in the roller coaster. I mean, imagine you have your heart in your mouth when you're doing that, but now you have another headset that it would give you kind of monsters that come to your face. Imagine how exhilarating it is. In the world of manufacturing, now the design of that engine, the design of that machine is right in your hand, and you know exactly how to manipulate that according to the spec. In music, that is one of the synthesizers that is recently coming out for sale. The media has been taking it to a next level. We are, in my startups, we're working with a bunch of media companies, and they're taking a lot of advantage of this. Cosmetic is really interesting. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and L'Oreal and other brands that I use on a daily basis are taking advantage of this. This is what you see this morning. Instead of, now they have a mirror that instead of you buying any cosmetic, you can just actually look at the mirror and see the tone of that on your skin. And instead of purchasing it, you can just go through the mirror and then decide. And a lot of these companies are adopting it now. This is interesting. This article came out yesterday. It's a German company. Saturn is one of the largest European shopping centers, just like Best Buy here. They adopted 20 of their stores, and they are giving HoloLens to their customer, and they can actually walk with HoloLens through the store to find out exactly where is what and what to buy and what's the spec, what's the price comparison of that. They have hundreds of stores in Europe, in Germany, and they adopted 20 of these so far. Obviously, some of you know, you can just hold on your phone. Apple has purchased this company from Israel for $50 million. It's just like your phone. You just go through the room, your room, and it would just say, okay, I want to put the couch here, and you have a drop down of the couch, couches in IKEA, for example, and then the color, you can turn it, and now you know the design of your home. and whether that furniture fits your home or the color or shape of it. Expedia has adopted this recently. If you want to go to a hotel, and instead of looking at the 2D, walk through the hotel and decide if you want to be in that neighborhood. This is old technology that basically Google started. They purchased this company, and you go to a new city, bring your phone, and just like go through, and it has a spatial recognition, and it has GPS, it has gyro, it has 6 degrees of freedom. So all of a sudden now you can say, oh, I want to go to coffee shop, or I want to do shopping, or the hotel is here. And imagine, very soon, you are walking in downtown Bellevue, and you are going into the collection. Thank you. I was told that I have to say that word. And you use your phone and look at the building, and it will tell you that 7th floor is empty, and the price per square foot is that. And it has 2 empty space here or 1 empty space here. Imagine how valuable it is. And if there are some realtors in the room, I'm really sorry. Look for something else. Obviously, in the world of medical industry has taken this to the next level. We have many advancements in medical industry, and I believe Illinois has spent $150 million on a building just for augmented reality, virtual reality training of physicians. It's just going to be another Mayo Clinic of training, and the adoption rate has gone through the roof in medical industry. So, can you please. Very soon that technology will change too.
This may be a bad time, but the client is on an earlier flight.
We're so not ready.
Should we start to panic?
Not yet. Just bring the team in, please.
I can see you're hard at work, Samir, but Penny needs your help.
Yeah, sure thing. Just let me check out this bunker real quick.
Samir, the client's on.
As per usual, it says the timing is just awesome.
Kai-san, Penny が呼んでいますけど。
今すぐ行くって伝えて。Penny?
Hi. Cute.
I tried. So, how's it coming?
It's not. This is the flagship store. It's gotta be unforgettable.
Yeah. Not exactly blowing my hair back.
Yeah, the space is driving me nuts.
All right. How about a change of scenery?
Welcome to Think Club.
Some inspiration, please?
Namaste.
Wait.
またギリギリなのね。Impressive.
That went well.
Cool. Thank you. That was my talk. Thank you very much.